All right. We're getting geared up to go live. We are at I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway tonight with the Weekend Challenger Racing Series. Pretty excited about this one. You guys stay tuned. We're going to get all logged in, get into the race, and we will get rolling here in a few more minutes. Appreciate you guys tuning in early. If you're already tuned in, thank you guys. Please share, click that like button, follow button, click over there on the little thumbs up, whatever you got to do. Let us know you're here. We appreciate you watching. We will get rolling here in just a few more minutes. Bear with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Good to be here tonight for some Sunday night action. This is Phil. You're watching WFR Sim Racing. I'm super stoked about this one tonight. Been working all day, man. I got up early this morning, worked on my broadcast a little bit, got a couple new buttons to play with, a couple new graphics to throw up. Man, I'm super excited to be here. I've been waiting all day for this race. Me and Tyler Hammer have been messaging back and forth. I've been telling him a few of the little updates I've been doing. And nothing major, but we are working on some new stuff coming up here for the next season, the 2024 season, with these guys. I've got some new tricks in the bag and got somebody writing a few new overlays for me. Actually, Brett, the race director for these guys, is doing a lot of work for me, trying to give me some new overlays, some SDK overlays, NASCAR style. And we're going to try to change the scene up a little bit, man. I've been working hard. Now we are multi-streaming. We're also on YouTube, we're on Twitch, and we're on Facebook tonight. So we want to thank you guys very much for watching us. Also, I want to tell you guys, man, the Weekend Challenger Racing Series, we just got the go-ahead to carry on with these guys through 2024 for the Weekend Challenger Racing Series. And what we're going to be doing right there, you see it in Knoxville, kicking it off on the 7th of January. 5 months of racing every week. So there you go. There's your schedule. And pretty excited to be joining these guys in 2024 and seeing them all the way through to that championship race at the end. So hopefully you guys will tune in with us and get a whole bunch of that going. Also, I want to check out Dubby. Let's see here. Check out Dubby if you go for some energy. You need some good energy when you're up racing late, up playing these games super late. Go to Dubby and use my promo code WFR for 10% off at Dubby. Dubby Energy Drink right there. The favorite choice of the gamer. And it's time for some practice laps. We're going to get them rolling. 78 degrees here at Federated. 78 degrees. Looks like we're about mid-evening, 6 o'clock in the evening out here. And 50% humidity, 78 degrees. Nice evening for some good racing. And it might cool down just a little bit. Going to be excited to see what this track does. Looks like it's a little bit dry already right off the bat. Going to be a slick one, I think. Jesse Newsom already leading them off with the fast lap in practice, but that's just one lap. We ain't got them rolling yet. Tyler Hamrick there, Daniel Northcutt, Jacob Diaz, Tristan Dozier, Luke Rakowski. Sorry, that's Aaron Rakowski in the 033. Tristan Dozier in there. Let's see, Luke Rakowski there, Trevor Bone, Brian O'Shell, Ronnie Wells, Justin Drawhorn, all in this one tonight. So what they do is they do 5 minutes of practice. They get 5 minutes of practice rolled out. Once they get the 5 minutes rolled out, then we'll get them lined up for some heat racing. We're going to run 30 laps around here tonight in the feature, and then we're going to move right on over at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be rolling right into the super late models. So you guys stick around. Going to be about 2 hours of good racing tonight. Solid dirt track racing. These guys put on a heck of a show. I've had more fun working with these guys. So glad I got in touch with them. They got in touch with me, and we got this thing rolling. Got me excited about my broadcast tonight. So it's going to be a good one. Let's see if we can't get it rolling the right way tonight. Not going to have any mix-ups. Not going to have any mess-ups tonight. Let's move old W right up there to the top. There we go. That'll work. And again, one more time, here is your schedule. This is your schedule for the Weekend Challenger Racing Series. Coming up in 2024, 5 months of racing, starting off at Knoxville, ending it at Kokomo right before the championship race that is still to be announced. We don't know where we're going to run that championship race. Sure there'll be a lot of talk about that for the next 4 months or so, about where that championship race is going to be ran, but I'm excited to be part of it. I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm going to roll through, make sure everything's working. Check it out. You can watch us on Twitch now. You can watch us on YouTube now, and you can watch us right here on Facebook. We've got the Twitter coming up, or x.com, whatever they're calling that now. Also working on the Instagram. We want to be live everywhere we can be, so we've gotten with Restream. Restream's got us hooked up, and we are multi-streaming all over the place now. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So thank you guys very much. They got about 2 more minutes going. I'm going to make sure everything's working right, and I'll be right back here with you. right, so far, Tyler Hamrick with the fast lap in practice right now. Jesse Newsom right behind him. Daniel Northcutt from Quill Racing in there. Cole McKeon, Jacob Diaz, Tristan Dozier, Stephen Gaines, Mason Dozier, Ronnie Wells, and Aaron Rakowski. So far, your top 10 fastest in practice tonight. Looks like about 35 seconds of practice left to go. We watch these guys work the high line here. This track is going to slick right off. We're going to see some hardcore action tonight in this race. Whoever starts up front, probably not going to be the guy you see at the very end of it running up there in the top 5. I like to see when this track slicks off, man. Somebody new always shows up to get that podium finish. See Justin Drawhorn running some pretty good laps up there around the top. 5 seconds to go in practice, and we're going to roll right off into the heat races. I do apologize. We're going to roll right into qualifying. Qualifying first. So we'll get qualifying going here pretty fast. No qualifying. I do apologize. Straight to the heat races. Straight on to the heat races. Here we go. I'm super stoked. We're at Federated Auto Parts I-55's Raceway. And, man, this is going to be a barn burner. The track is already drying off. It's getting a little dusty out there. I think we're going to see some door rubbing, some fender bending, and some pretty hot racing out here tonight as we see Drawhorn right up there on the front row. And Pace Truck says, let's roll them off. Time to go racing. All righty, 1 lap to green, and we're going to get them rolling. Looks like old Justin Drawhorn up there on the pole position in this first heat race. Tyson Banks there on the inside. And we got him rolling. Drawhorn runs off with the lead right there off the bat. Dakota Nichols right behind him in the 024 car. Tyson Banks, Ronnie Wells, Daniel Northcutt, Jesse Newsom, Jackson Morris, Jacob Diaz, Cole McKeon, Steven Jensen, and Timothy Jensen all in this race. Trying to learn the camera system here at this track. Every camera system is just a little bit different. We drop back here and take a look at this race for second place. Looks like we got about 8 guys fighting for second. Should be a good one. As we see the 3-car Ronnie Wells right up there around the middle, trying to make himself the meat in the sandwich, just possibly going to dive it off in there, get inside of Dakota Nichols. We see Tyson Banks there in that brand new wrap. Awesome looking cars by Tyson Banks. Daniel Northcutt back there just struggling to get something going right now. Justin Drawhorn, not going to see a whole lot of him unless you see him there in the bottom corner of your screen, but he's got a pretty good lead stretched out right now after talking with, let's see. Oh, and we got us a wreck back there. Looks like it's going to be Ronnie Wells and Tyson Banks. Oh, not Ronnie Wells. Sorry. That is, looks like Newsom. Jesse Newsom going to take Tyson Banks on around. And we'll get him lined back up, get him rolling one more time. Oh, that was the end of the race. I do apologize. I was watching the race, not watching the laps. Justin Drawhorn going to be your winner in that one. I do apologize. I got tied up watching the race. Wasn't keeping up with where we were. As we look to get heat race number 2 lined up. Pace truck rolling off. Man, these heat races go by really fast. If you're starting back in the back, somewhere in the middle, you got a lot of work to do really quick to find your way up to the front. Get yourself in a good position for the feature. There we see Tristan Dozier. We also see, let's see, Tyler Hamrick there, 3rd row outside. Tristan Dozier there, 2nd row outside. I'm trying to remember some of these guys. As you see over on your left-hand side, until it goes green, their names will not populate there on the ticker. So once they go green, it helps me out a whole lot to see who we're looking at. But going to get this race rolling. As we watch the 33 car up there, that's a Rakowski boy I see. And we're green. Not digging the camera system here at Federated. The cameras are a little bit funky, taking me a little bit of time to get it figured out. We got a good race right here. It's going to be Luke Rakowski, or Aaron Rakowski, sorry, right there on the outside as we go to a caution. Oh, looks like the old 126 got into Luke Rakowski. That's going to be Racy Sharp and Luke Rakowski getting tangled up there a little bit. Bad break for Luke. Again, not my favorite camera setup here at this race, but I'm doing my best to get you guys the right angles. I wish I had maybe a spectator view, but not a spectator view here. Not a spotter view either. So we're going to try to roll with these camera setups the best we can, get you guys the best views we can, maybe not even mess with them too much. Just leave it right there on TV3 and see what happens next. As we see Aaron Rakowski leading this one. Brian O'Shell on the outside of him. Andrew Moody, 2nd row inside in that beautiful 4-car. Tristan Dozier right out there on the outside, 2nd row. As we look to go green here pretty quick. Pace truck is off. Aaron Rakowski going to lead him off one more time. Oh, and a big run by Brian O'Shell on the outside. Not sleeping this time. Ooh, a little bit of trouble going to get ran up into by Tristan Dozier. Got it cleared up. Right there on the inside, you see Andrew Moody on the inside of it. Oh, just trying to get underneath Aaron Rakowski. But Aaron got the big run off the top, trying to work that middle line a little bit. Get up there and get a bite of that top line. As we see Andrew Moody just looking for any kind of bite he can find right now, throwing the block more than anything, but looking for a little bit of traction on this track as we see Tyler Hamrick now working his way up into the top 3. Oh, Tyler Hamrick going to get knocked around just a little bit there. Got it straightened out. Not sure who that is on the inside of Tyler. Possibly Tristan Dozier there in the 23 ride. Mason Dozier, I apologize. Mason Dozier. As now we see Aaron Rakowski still leading this one. Andrew Moody trying to chase him down, trying to find the right spot on the track to get that momentum he needs. But Aaron, tons of momentum coming off the back side of that track there on that middle line. You see Tristan Dozier up there around the top side as Tyler Hamrick drops back another spot. And that's the end of that one. Aaron Rakowski going to be your winner. Andrew Moody, Tristan Dozier, Tyler Hamrick, and Stephen Gaines, your top 5. And it's already feature time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get this one rolling pretty quick. And just going to leave the feed going. And at 8 o'clock, we will be back. So figure this race is going to run us right up into about 7:30 Central Standard Time. We'll have about 30 minutes of downtime. Might do a little bit of interviews with some of the guys. And we'll jump back in here with y'all and get the super late models going here at I-55 Federated Auto Parts Speedway. Got 8 viewers. Reach down there and hit that like button, everybody, at one time for me. Let me know you're watching. And we're going to get him rolled off for this feature. Justin Drawhorn right there on the inside pole. I think Justin's going to have a strong run tonight. I was talking to Tyler Hamrick last week, said that Justin is only a couple of months into iRacing, and not very many starts under his belt, but man, he's progressed really fast. Now finds himself in the pole position on this feature tonight at I-55. You are watching iRacing on WFR Sim Racing right here on Facebook. You can also watch us on Twitch and also YouTube.
Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phillier.
Once again, I want to tell you guys about Dubby Energy Drinks. Get a hold of them right there on Dubby. Go look them up on the internet and use our promo code WFR for 10% off. And it looks like we're going to get them rolling here pretty quick. I have a feeling the pace car is about to pull off, and Justin Drawhorn's going to light the fires. Aaron Rakowski right there on the outside of him. If I say Luke Rakowski, I do apologize. That is Aaron Rakowski in the second position. As we also see Dakota Nichols, Andrew Moody, Ronnie Wells, Tristan Dozier, Daniel Northcutt, Tyler Hamrick, Jackson Morris, and Stephen Gaines round out your top 10 in this feature. Good race going on right up here at the front, right off the bat, as we see Justin Drawhorn going to step out and take a little bit of a lead. Getting sideways. Oh, going to get down there in the Aaron Rakowski, as we also see Tyler Hamrick back there in the back. Oh, and we're going to have a caution. Let's go back to that. See just what happened there. We see Tyler up on the outside, and here comes the 50 car. Oh, just kind of a racing deal maybe. Looks like the 50 car got a hold of Tyler. Stephen Gaines. And also going to take the 23 ride around there with him. And that's going to be Mason Dozier. Bad luck for Tyler Hamrick right now, as he looks to go back to the back and have to find his way back to the front of this race if he wants to do anything tonight. Tyler Hamrick back on the track. Not sure he's going to get any kind of free pass on that deal. That's going to be an end of line for Tyler. Possibly an end of the line for Stephen Gaines. I believe that Mason Dozier was also involved in that. One other car. I'm not real sure who the other car was, but bad luck we see now for Tyler Hamrick, as he gets it rolling back out on the track. Going to find himself at the back of the pack for this one. 2 laps down out of 30. 13 people watching. Hey, do me a big favor again. I do not charge for this, but we do have stars now. In the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, if you look down there, you'll see some stars, and if you click on that, it'll give you an option to donate a little something back to WFR Sim Racing. We do not charge these guys for hosting these races for them. This is my hobby. I have a blast doing it, but it does cost money. And I would just say, if you feel it in your heart and you feel it in your soul, and if the Lord is speaking to you, maybe just click on one of them stars down there and send us a little something. Tyler Hamrick getting back in line. We're going to get back up here to our leader, Justin Drawhorn. And if you got some family racing, if you got some family members on the track, go ahead and comment who you're watching. If I get a chance, I'll try to click on them and give you a little view from the cockpit to give you a couple action shots. So if you got somebody you're watching on the track tonight, go ahead and click on them. Or sorry, comment. Let me know who you're watching tonight. Oh, and a little more trouble back there in the back, as we see the 4 car of Andrew Moody going to get turned around into the wall. No caution. No caution yet. It's Justin Drawhorn, still your leader. And I see Aaron Rakowski still in second place, trying to track him down. Not a lot of room to spread out on this track, it looks like. Last week, man, they were spread out, just a train all the way around the track. But tonight, got a pretty good action going on here. We're going to jump over to Ronnie Wells. Ronnie Wells battling out here 3 wide with Daniel Northcutt. And I'm not sure who that is on the inside there. Jackson Morris. Daniel Northcutt going to slide out in front of those 2 guys. Getting himself a little bit sideways. Oh, Ronnie Wells going to get into him, slap the wall. Bad luck for Ronnie Wells there, as he's probably got a broken front end after that deal. You're going to jump back up here to our leader. And we've got a caution. No need to go back to that one. Let's see if we can. Oh, man. Looks like Northcutt just got a little bit loose there. It turned down, slapped the front of him. Ronnie Wells now going to go to the pits, try to find his way back up through the pack. And let's go check in on our boy, Tyler Hamrick. Now finds himself in about the 15th position. As we jump back up here to our leaders, Justin Drawhorn, your leader, Aaron Rakowski in second, Jackson Morris in third place, Cole McKeon, Daniel Northcutt, Steven Jensen, Jacob Diaz, Brian O'Shell, Tyson Banks, Andrew Moody. Jacob Diaz up here in the top 10 tonight. Had a lot of trouble the last few weeks, man. Haven't seen a whole lot of Jacob Diaz. Been kind of in trouble in the back of the pack each week and struggling to get up to the front. And tonight he finds his way in the 7th position right now. Also going to be keeping an eye on that Tyson Banks 747 ride. Andrew Moody now in 10th place. Was a top contender. Hopefully we'll see Andrew work his way back up here to the front. Like I said, the closer we get to that 30th lap, you're going to see some guys up here in the top 5 that weren't there all night long. And we're going to get them rolling again. Justin Drawhorn leading them off. Aaron Rakowski, and then we see the 2-car there of Jackson Morris trying to take that 2nd position away from Aaron. Probably not going to happen just yet as we draw one more caution. Oh, and it's the big one. Try to see just, oh, not sure what happened there. Looked like Tyson Banks was involved in that one. Not so much intentional, maybe. We'll go back and look. It appears that maybe the 51 car checks up right here. Hard to call that one. Tyson Banks getting into the 51, turning him around into the wall, and just collects everybody, man. Just a bad deal for a lot of cars. We're going to see a lot of guys go to the pits real quick on this one.
Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix.
And once again, your 2024 schedule for the Weekend Challenger Racing season is right here. Knoxville going to kick it off January 7th in Knoxville. Then you got Lernerville, Lucas Oil. We'll be back here at I-55 in January. Eldora, Lima Land, Volusia, Lincoln, Charlotte. Then we're going to be off for a week. Port Royal, Cedar Lake. Man, Cedar Lake was an awesome race last week. USA International, Weedsport, Lanier, Fairbury, Kern County, Kokomo, and then the championship to be announced. So 5 months of good racing going to be here. And with these guys, the Weekend Challenger Racing League, I am super pumped about that. And once again, check out W Energy Drink. Go on their website, use my promo code WFR for 10% off your order. It is the choice energy drink for gamers all over the world. Eight laps down out of 30 and almost as many cautions so far in this one. Hopefully we can get this race rolling here pretty quick, get these guys spread out, get cleaned up a little bit, get all the bugs worked out, and get a good street stock race going. 8 laps down out of 30 currently. As we see them getting lined back up. Come back up here to our leaders. Justin Drawhorn, top qualifier. Found his way on the pole of the first heat, ran off with that one, finds his way on the pole of the feature, and now just stepping out on the lead. But I'll tell you, Aaron Rakowski is no sleeper when it comes to these green flag starts. And Aaron going to be right up there on his door this time. Keep an eye on those two up front. Every week we've always seen the guy on the outside pole just sleeping a little too hard. We see Aaron just with a little bit of a nose up there, ready to get it going as soon as he can. And we're going to go green. Jackson Morris on the inside working that dry line, trying to make something work for him, but Aaron Rakowski just too fast off that middle as we see Justin Drawhorn trying to get it down there on the wall. Block that inside line, not going to let anybody peek in. He says, if you're going to pass me, you're going to pass me around the outside. Oh, and Aaron going to give him a little bit of bump, try to get him off that bottom line. This is going to be a good race up here for the lead. Little bit of bumping and grooving back there with Daniel Northcutt and Cole McKeon in the 21 car. If it's locked down around the bottom, the best thing you can do is give them the old taparoo, one and done, get them moved up off that line. You got to get down underneath them and be ready for the return, though, coming into the next one. We got another caution. Looks like it's going to be Luke Rakowski taking the 75 of Trevor Bone on around. Man, bad luck there for Trevor Bone. Go back and take a look at this one. We see Luke Rakowski there in the 33. No, just kind of just enough to get him loose in that dry stuff. Not really a big hit. Just shook that rear bumper just enough to get him loose. So, going to see the 75 of Trevor Bone go to the back of this one. Possibly even, possibly going to see, looks like it's just going to be Trevor Bone. Going to go to the back of this one now. Luke Rakowski in the 33. Not sure if he's going to get a penalty for that one or not. As we take a look at Luke Rakowski there. Track is bone dry, just bone dry, and Trevor Bone got the dry end of the deal as Luke Rakowski got up in there and tapped that back bumper a little bit, got him just sideways enough to turn him around. And we look to go back to our leaders. And we are green as we see Justin Drawhorn going to lead him off one more time. Aaron Rakowski there on the outside. Oh, and we're going to see Jackson Morris try to shake him up a little bit. Checked up just enough not to spin him. And now we see Cole McKeon working his way up there into that top 3 position, trying to get around Jackson Morris on the bottom side. He's got the big run. Not going to touch him. Going to keep it clean coming out. They're going into turn 3 and 4. Justin Drawhorn got a good run, but, man, they are knocking at his back door. And looks like we got another wreck back there in the back. See if that draws a caution or not. Not going to draw the caution. Everybody's still rolling. We're halfway. Justin Drawhorn, and now we have a caution. Let's go back and take a look at what happened there. The 3 car looks like. A little bit of bumping and grinding back there against the wall, and then we come around. See the 3 car get a little bit loose. Oh, slaps the 51. 51 just having a rough time tonight. Who is that again? Jacob Diaz. And we said it earlier, man. Jacob Diaz seems to have the worst luck every week right now. And, man, just another bad break for Jacob. Where's everybody at in the comments section? Oh, here they come. I see James Blunt. I see Subass going for Jackson. Larry Drawhorn. I wonder who Larry Drawhorn's going for. We know he's going for that 017 of Justin Drawhorn. Probably pretty happy pappy up there seeing his boy in the front tonight. $13 viewers. Do me one big favor. Reach down there and hit that thumbs up for me. Click it about 100 times. And if you don't mind, right over there, they got the little stars there in the bottom left corner. If you click on those stars and you like what we're doing, you appreciate me doing this thing that I do, broadcasting these races for you to enjoy, click on those stars, and that'll give you a few little options there to send a little something over to WFR Sim Racing. Just a good, nice way to tell us, hey, man, Thanks for the racing. We do appreciate you guys watching, though. Thank y'all very much. We are live on Twitch tonight, and we're live on YouTube now. Got the Restream app going, man. We are just moving on up. Brett, the race director for these guys, Brett's working on some new overlays for the 2024 season. We're going to have that NASCAR-style overlay. Going to make a pretty good deal out of that. And we're growing. We're growing. We're doing really well. We're up over 400 followers now. All I would ask is, again, I don't charge for this. I want you guys to enjoy it. But all I ask is just click that follow button. Click that like button every chance you get. Let your friends know about us. And we're going to give you the best damn dirt track racing we can give you on a computer screen. And we're getting ready to go green again. Justin Drawhorn. I think Justin is going to pull off the perfect finish tonight. Found his way to the top qualifier there in the heat race number 1. Won that one. Now finds his way still at the front halfway through this race. And Justin Drawhorn is going to be the guy to watch. A rookie out here. A genuine, bona fide rookie. As we see him lead him off, and he catches Rakowski sleeping. And so does Jackson Morris. Finally catches Rakowski sleeping. Big wrecks back there in the back. Everybody getting a little bit sideways. Got him straightened out. And we have another caution. Not sure who got Luke Rakowski sideways there. I see the 21 car. Looks like a lot of people bunched up. Oh, 21 just barely gets into Luke Rakowski. Or sorry, Aaron Rakowski. Turns him around. Causes another big pile up. Man, a lot of drama here tonight at this track. Can't wait to hear what's going on in the Discord. Going to get a few interviews after this one, and I'm sure old Tyler Hamrick's going to have a few things to say about how this race is going tonight. But I'm enjoying myself. Let me tell you something. When I buy a ticket to go sit in the stands, I want to see the action. I like a good race, but you know what we're all there for. As now we see him right there in the pits. Going to get back over here to TV channel 4 and back up here to our leaders. As we see Justin Drawhorn just dominating tonight at I-55. All right, we got 15 viewers now. 15 viewers for this one. I'm having a blast tonight watching these guys get around the track. As we see our leader there, Justin Drawhorn, and it looks like Aaron Rakowski going to get back up there to a spot. Not sure he was the cause of that caution, or maybe he drove away from it and got a little bit of a lucky break there. Try to get him lined back up. We're just over halfway, 14 laps to go. Justin Drawhorn, your leader. Jackson Morris now making some pretty good runs. Jackson now up there on the outside. Should have a different scene when this light goes green. And right behind him there, we see Cole McKeon. Like I said, here at the end of this race, you're going to see some guys getting up here in the podium positions that were not in this race at all the first 15 laps, as we also see now Tyler Hamrick back in 8th place, Tristan Dozier up there in 7th place. Both of those guys going to be coming through the line, hopefully trying to get a top 5 finish out of this one. Justin Drawhorn just hot around the bottom, and we got another wreck. Oh, and back there in the back, we've got a big one. Gonna go back and just see what happened there. Possibly the 58 car, just maybe. We also see the 21 there. Looks like the 21 of Cole McKeon just got a little bit loose and just collected everybody there with him. Not real sure on that one, but Cole McKeon definitely getting a little bit sideways. As we take another look at our leader, Justin Drawhorn, Jackson Morris in second, Aaron Rakowski still in third place. Cole McKeon going to the pits. And looks like we're going to go single file now. I'm sure Justin Drawhorn is happy to hear that. Jackson Morris going to be right on his back bumper on this green light. Aaron Rakowski still in the third position. Aaron running a pretty hot race tonight. Just having trouble keeping it up there at the front. Has not been in the first position yet, I don't believe. As Justin Drawhorn, man, just dominating tonight. But I got a feeling Jackson Morris is coming for blood, and I don't think Jackson's going to let up until he hopefully finds himself at least door-to-door with Justin Drawhorn for this finish. 13 laps to go here at I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway. Notice we got a few top fans in here. Actually, Larry Drawhorn, looking there beside your name. I see you got the top fan badge. Awesome stuff, man. And also a follower. I appreciate you following. See, I can take a look at all you guys, and I can tell who's not following me. Here, let me just call you out real quick. Hey, James Blunt, go over there and click that follow button if you get a chance. Sue Bass, follow us if you get a second. Appreciate you guys watching tonight, but we need those follows. Go click the follow button on our page as soon as you get a second. That would be awesome. Justin Drawhorn, still your leader. Jackson Morris trying to track him down with 11 to go. Not sure he's going to get up there if anything goes Justin's way, and we got him sideways again back there in the back. Let's go see what happened there. Oh, going to be Tyson Banks getting into the backside of the 75 ride. Tyson Banks, and it looks like the 75 of Trevor Bone back there battling it out for 18th and 17th position and find themselves turned around again. I think that's the second time these guys have been together tonight. And once again, we get up here and take a look at our leader, Justin Drawhorn. Jump in the cockpit with old Justin. See him trying to work them tires. A lot of laps being turned here tonight, even under caution. So Justin just trying to hold on. I'm sure he's a nervous wreck up there right now. And got Jackson Morris beating at his back bumper. Aaron Rakowski, Steven Jensen now back up there to the front. Daniel Northcutt in the top five. Tristan Dozier and Tyler Hamrick just creeping their way through. Be interesting to see if Tristan Dozier and Tyler can work their way back up into the top five or even a podium finish. But, man, hopefully they don't stretch out too far, and we'll get some good racing here for these last 10 laps.
Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix.
Once again, I want to thank Larry Drawhorn, one of our viewers, for being one of our top members. Let's see what his badges say. He is a top fan and also a follower. Larry Drawhorn, man, we really appreciate your support. Thank you, Larry, for that. And we're going to go green, single file. Justin Drawhorn just trying to get it stepped out there a little bit, get a little bit of insurance between him and Jackson Morris. Aaron Rakowski back there in third position. Steven Jensen on the inside there, running that 58 ride around the bottom, just trying to stay in that same line with those guys. And Daniel Northcutt, one of the Quill Racing guys, finds himself in the top 5 position. As Justin Drawhorn leads us around one more time with 9 laps to go. Going to throw it down in there hard. Not racing like he's running with insurance, but man, he is throwing it through these turns super hard on this black, dry, slick track now. And gonna jump back a position or two. Let's go take a look at what's going on right back here with these guys. Not a whole lot of good racing going on yet. As we go back and take a look at Tristan Dozier and Tyler Hamrick battling it out side by side for 6th and 7th position. Tristan Dozier there on the inside. Tyler just trying to make that middle line work. Not a whole lot of grip on this dry, slick track, but Tyler going to get the pull down the front straightaway. 6 laps to go. Jump back up here and take a look at our leader as Jackson Morris still trying to track him down, trying to work that inside line. Not quite finding all the momentum he wants to get, but man, Justin Drawhorn, just a rocket ship around I-55, Federated Auto Parts Raceway. Oh, and Jackson closing the door, 0.2 seconds down from the back bumper of Justin Drawhorn. Jackson closes the door a little bit more. Gonna give him the old bump and run. I can guarantee it if he can get to him. 4 laps to go. Jackson gonna get that front bumper right up there underneath the back bumper of Justin Drawhorn. Aaron Rakowski up around the outside now. And we got bad news up front. Justin Drawhorn getting taken around by Jackson Morris. No way. Bad news up front. Good news if you're Aaron Rakowski. But man, terrible news for Justin Drawhorn. Not sure there's a protect the leader clause here. Justin Drawhorn just getting a bad deal as Jackson Morris spins him around there. Trying to race hard, but man, just kind of one of them things. As we'll go back and take a look at it. And here's what we'll do. We will pause this right here. We're going to jump in the car with Jackson Morris and take a look at what Jackson saw right here. Oh, just a bad deal. Looks like he tried to shut it down the best he could, but let's go back one more look, and let's look from one more angle, and that's going to be this angle right here, Aaron Rakowski's ride. Aaron just getting lucky and getting up around him. Man, tough break for Justin Drawhorn. As we jump back up here to our leaders and gonna see who our leader might be. And it's gonna be Aaron Rakowski, your new leader. The 58 ride of Steven Jensen, the 77 of Daniel Northcutt. Tyler Hamrick back up here now, gonna find his way into the top 5. And looks like Tristan Dozier might also get a little bit lucky and find his way into the top 5. I told you, you get down to the last few laps of this race, there's going to be some new blood up there at the front, battling for the lead, battling for the podium finish, battling for the top 5. And there they are. Aaron Rakowski got lucky on that one, but man, what a bad break. Terrible break for Justin Drawhorn and Jackson Morris. I'm sure old Larry Drawhorn is standing up in his chair right now, probably not too happy about that deal. And, man, that's just racing. But what a terrible break for Justin tonight, man. Justin had the fast car, had the car in the heat race, had the car in practice, found his way up here with 3 laps to go. And just some hard racing between him and Jackson Morris. Jackson trying to get up underneath him. And I think I called it about 2 laps before it happened. Jackson was going to tuck that nose underneath Justin Drawhorn and get him loosened up. Not sure that's what he meant to do. Probably going to be a little bit of talking going on in the Discord about that deal. And we're going green. Tyler Hamrick back there. You see him in that 4th position. Now creeping up. He had some bad luck at the beginning of this race. Put him on the back of the pack. But he's worked his way back up through there. Tristan Dozier getting a little bit sideways back there. Going to knock him back to about 6th or 7th position. And we got another crash. Looks like it's going to be Mason Dozier as that 126 ride gets up there in the wall. 126 of, I believe that's Racy Sharp. Comes back down and collects Mason Dozier. And let's go back here and take a look at this guy right here. Bad luck for Justin Drawhorn, man. Just terrible deal for him. Hate to see it, man. Justin worked so hard. Found his way to the front and just now finds his way in the 14th position. Going to be a bad finish for Justin after a good night of racing in these dirt street stocks. And your leader, Aaron Rakowski, Steven Jensen, Daniel Northcutt, Tyler Hamrick in 4th position, Tristan Dozier in the 5th position. Going to see some hard racing here with 3 laps to go, I do believe. $13 viewers. Hey, everybody, just stand up and hit that like button. 3 laps to go. We're about to see a barn burner here for the finish. And then we'll be back here. Man, it's already, this race has ran almost 40 minutes. I thought we'd be done about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. But, man, we're rolling right on up into the 8 o'clock hour. 3 laps to go. And we roll him down the backstretch. Aaron Rakowski, your leader, going to bring him through 3 and 4 and get up on the gas. And you're going to see Steven Jensen right there behind him fighting to get this win away from him. Daniel Northcutt, Tyler Hamrick, and Tristan Dozier round out your top 5. Let's see what Brian O'Shell does to get himself up there in the front. And we're going to jump back here and take a look at Tyler Hamrick here, battling it out with Northcutt. Tyler Hamrick now in a podium position. Came back from the back after some bad luck. Tristan Dozier going to work his way in. Northcutt getting sideways. We see Dozier, and we're going to get up here. 1 to go. 1 lap to go for Aaron Rakowski. Brings it around for the checkered flag. 2nd position going to be Steven Jensen. Tyler Hamrick works his way up to a podium finish. And Tristan Dozier, 4th place. Cole McKeon, lots of bad luck for Cole. Finds his way into the top 5. We're going to jump over into the Discord and get a few interviews going. Let's talk to 3rd place. Tyler Hamrick first. We're going to do a couple button changes here. And we will get over here and talk with Tyler. Let's see if we can drag old Tyler down here with us.
Try and get as close as you can, Steven.
Tyler Hamrick, I got you in the broadcast.
What's going on, Phil?
Man, you had some bad luck, and then you had a little bit of good luck there at the end. You found your way to the back and battled it on through and got through all them cautions and found your way into a podium position there on the last lap.
Yeah, man. I got knocked. I think it was lap 1 or lap 2. Got a hard hit in the left rear and had to go take a quick pit and get fixed. And, man, this thing – I think I could have won it if I'd had a couple more laps, but congrats to Aaron, Steven. I think this is Steven's first podium in street stocks with us, so
well, that's awesome,
I'm happy. Grinning ear to ear.
Great race, man. Good work. Well, I was kind of pulling for you. I knew you got back there to the back, and I said, man, we're going to have to watch Tyler come through the back and find his way back up front. And it looks like you avoided about 73 cautions and worked your way back up there. I think y'all started that race at 100%, didn't y'all?
No, it wasn't 100. It felt like 100, but there was some moisture left in it. It was pretty good to about halfway point. About halfway point, it just started rubbering up. So.
Well, we got a whole lot of replays in there on them cautions, and I bet when you guys go back there and take a look at our broadcast, you'll see, man, there's a lot of slipping and sliding, and I think most of that was just a lot of fender benders, and don't take much to get these cars loose when that track dusts off like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely right.
Well, hey, buddy, we're going to slide on over and talk to second place. But, man, great racing.
Phil, thank you for all you do, buddy.
Yes, sir, buddy. I'm enjoying it.
I'll see you.
All right, man. Let's slide old Hamrick out of here. And Andrew Moody's in here. We're going to give Andrew just a second. Let me get Steven Jensen in here first, and we'll talk to Andrew Moody. I see he slid over in the broadcast booth. Let me find Steven here. I believe this is old Steven Jensen here in the 58 ride. Steven Jensen.
Hey.
Talk to me, buddy.
Man, that was fun tonight.
Yeah. I bet it was. You kind of just had to hold back. It looks like you held back for most of the race. And I always say, man, when this track slicks off, or any of these tracks, you're going to see guys that weren't even up in the top 5 start working their way up to the podium finish. And, man, it's kind of like you watch them guys all up there at the front all night, and by the end of the night, there's going to be some new blood up there fighting for it, and you were one of them guys.
Well, shoot, the first I'd say probably 10 laps or whatever. I mean, heat race I didn't really do too hot. I didn't turn a single lap in practice. Me and my wife, we cooked and all that stuff, and I got up here. We took the dogs out at 8 o'clock, and I was up here at like 8:07, and then trying to get my PC turned on, all that stuff. By the time I got all said and done and got in, I was running the heat race, treating heat race as practice, and I think we started 11th, 13th, somewhere in there. And just started easing on up, just trying to avoid the wrecks. When the track gets slick, once the top kind of fades away, everyone tends to get down to the bottom. So all you're doing is just putting pressure on and waiting. About all you can do. But, yeah, I had a great time tonight.
Well, man, awesome run tonight. Glad to see you up there. I think Tyler said this is your first podium with these guys in the street stocks, so I bet you're happy to get a decent finish out of it.
Yeah, I think I've won 1 or 2, but that was probably in the very. That was probably like a year ago, maybe. But
Tyler just
when we first started. That's my best. That was my best man at my wedding. So.
Oh man, couldn't find anybody else, huh? Well, hey, buddy.
Your words, not mine.
Well, hey, great racing tonight, man. I'm gonna get over and talk to Aaron, man. He had his hands full all night and found his way up to the win. But good talking to you, Steven. Great racing.
Yeah, good talking to you as well. Thanks.
All right, buddy. Take care. Aaron Rakowski.
What's going on?
How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good.
Well, I bet you're happy to get that finish out of there, because it looked like you had your hands full the entire race, working your way from second to third, and looked like old Jackson just got a little too excited there and took the leader out, and you were the lucky dog, got up around the outside of him, just barely it looked like, but you found your way around him.
Yeah, when I saw that happen right in front of me, I kind of freaked out a little bit. But, I'm still, shaking from the entire thing. But it was a really good night. I started second after winning my heat. I stayed in second for a little bit and then dropped back to third. I was content with a third place finish, and then I seen what happened up front there, and then I just tried to keep my head cool for the last 2 laps.
Well, man, awesome racing. I've been watching you every week, man, and calling you, and it's been awesome watching you race, and you've been one of the highlights of each week. Watching you work your way up through the field. And tonight it seemed like you just kind of laid back, took it easy, and let those guys do their thing. And I called it about 2 laps before it. I said Jackson's going to get up under the back end of Justin, and that's going to be it for all 3 of these guys. But I was wrong. You found your way around the outside. Looked like you might have scruffed that driver's door around the backside of Justin Drawhorn there, but you got out clean and got the win.
Yeah, I don't know how I got out of it. It looked like it was going to be the end of ours and a lot of other people's nights, but I ended up making my way past those guys, and the caution came out, and I thought he was going to call it on me because I thought I got into the back of him, but it turned out that it wasn't. So
Well, definitely, man. If you get a chance, go back and watch my replay when you get a chance. And I went back and got a few different angles. I even got an in-car cockpit view of your angle, and it'll be something cool to watch. But man, great job tonight. I hope to see you in the winner's circle again in those super late models. And man, y'all got about 1 minute before you got to be back on the track. So I'm gonna let you get out of here.
all right, thank you.
Hey, buddy, thank you. Anybody you want to thank real quick?
Yeah, I want to thank my dad first and foremost because he got me the setup, and I'm very lucky to be able to race with these guys. All the people on my car, and the good Lord for allowing me to be able to race out here tonight.
Awesome, buddy. Well, hey, good having you here, and I'm looking forward to watching you in the super lates.
Yep, I'll see you later.
All right, man. All right, guys, we're going to get rolling. It's already the 8 p.m. Central Standard Time hour. It is time to get rolling with the super late models now. And, man, I was hoping to go out and get a little bit of fresh air. I still might catch some, but I've got to get out of here, get over to the late model race, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here on this broadcast. We'll be joining you here in a few minutes with the super late models at I-55. You're watching iRacing on WFR Sim Racing. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. We're here, baby.
Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix.
Hey guys, we are still here with you. We're trying to get logged in to the next race, so if you're watching, just hang out, and we should be going live here in just any second. All right, and we are back. We are at I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway for some super late model action. You're going to see a couple of pro late models out here, depending on what these guys prefer to drive. And, man, but the super late models on this dusty track, this is going to be a good one. If you thought those street stocks were a lot to handle, this is going to be a barn burner for sure. Track is super slick. And Hamrick says that last race, there's still a little bit of moisture left in the track. I don't know if somebody spilled their soda or what, but I didn't see any moisture left in that track at the end of the street stock race. But this should be a pretty good race tonight. 50 laps around I-55, Federated Auto Parts Raceway. And with these weekend Challenger Racing Series, boys, and going to be a good one. Want to tell you one more time, the 2024 season is coming. And I am super pumped that we are on board with the Weekend Challenger Racing League for 2024. Going to kick it off at Knoxville on the 7th of January. And then we're going to end it on May 12th with a championship race still to be announced. 5 months. We're going to see 5 months of dirt track racing with the Weekend Challenger Racing League, boys. And one more time, I want to tell you about W Energy Drinks. We are now a W affiliate, so go to W, use my promo code WFR for 10% off your order. W is the select energy drink of gamers all over the world. W Energy, promo code WFR for 10% off your order. All right. We are back. We're back at I-55. Welcome, viewers. You're watching iRacing on WFR Sim Racing right here on Facebook, possibly on Twitch, maybe even on YouTube now. We got the Restream app plugged in. We got it all set up. Now we're streaming all over the place. We're going to have Instagram going. We're going to get Twitter or X.com going here pretty soon. And, man, I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to be streaming on multiple platforms where lots of people can watch these guys race, get in here and see some good action. Tristan Dozier right now, your top qualifier with the 1242. And I don't want to say, because there's been a lot of talk, that maybe Tristan Dozier is a favorite of WFR Sim Racing. And I don't see it that way. But I will say he's got a new badass logo on the hood of his super late model. So y'all keep an eye on that 28 rider, Tristan Dozier, and see if you notice his new logo, the WFR Sim Racing logo, stretched wide across the front of that late model. Big thanks to Tristan for the support. Cole McKeon qualifying second so far. Robbie Milburn. Ooh, and Tyler Hamrick going to slip in there and qualify third. Robbie Milburn now qualifying fourth. Jesse Newsom, Jackson Morris, Luke Rakowski, Stephen Gaines, Blake Johnson, and Steven Jensen, all your top 10 qualifiers so far. 24 cars in this race, 50 laps. It is a nice 78 degrees here at I-55, 50% humidity. The track is drying off. Tyler Hamrick says there's a little bit of moisture somewhere in this track. I haven't seen it yet. But I can tell you, man, this one's going to get good. These guys are going to be way up there around the top like you see right now with that 51 ride. And, man, I am stoked to watch some super late model action at I-55. One more time, I want to tell you about W Energy Drinks. One more time, go click on the W website. Use my promo code WFR for 10% off your order. And also, I will tell you, W Energy is the choice of gamers all over the world. And here you see the 2024 racing schedule for the Weekend Challenger Racing League. We're going to be kicking it off at Knoxville. Then we're going to Lernerville, Lucas Oil, back here at I-55, Eldora, Limaland, Volusia, Lincoln, Charlotte. And then we got a week off. Port Royal, Cedar Lake, USA International, Weedsport, Lanier, Fairbury, Kern County. We're going to go to Kokomo for one last race before a surprise championship race to be announced. I'm not sure where we're going to run that one yet, but I'm stoked to be part of the 2024 season with WFR Sim Racing and the Weekend Challenger Racing League. You are watching iRacing. We want to thank you all for tuning in. Reach down there and click that like button for me if you can. And everybody at one time, just click. Let me know you're here.
Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix.
And we're going to get them lined up. Tristan Dozier, right there, your pole sitter for tonight. Top qualifier with the 1242. Cole McKeon right behind him. 1/100th of a second off. 1/100th of a second off. Tyler Hamrick, 2/100ths of a second off the leader. Cole McKeon out here. Looks like he just went and bought that one off a marketplace. Hadn't even got the number stuck on the side of it just yet. Tyler Hamrick there on the inside. And Robbie Milburn, going to be one to watch tonight. Jesse Newsom and Robbie Milburn, definitely the strong runners in these super late models every week. A lot of fun to watch those guys get door to door and race. And I can tell you, with this track slicking off, we're going to see some good racing. We're going to see some lead changes. But right there you see Tristan Dozier, your leader in the pole position. And right behind him, the only guy I want to see on the back bumper, Tristan Dozier, any night, is Tyler Hamrick. Going to be giving Tristan all the hell he can give him around this track tonight. Because I think Tyler has it in his soul somewhere that Tristan Dozier is my favorite. And I don't want to say Tristan is my favorite, but I don't like any other guys out here. 10 viewers. I want to thank all you guys for watching. This is going to be a good one as we get ready to go green. Tristan Dozier going to lead us off in the super late models here at I-55. And let's jump on up here and watch our leader, Tristan Dozier, as we see Tyler Hamrick trying to work that outside line. Cole McKeon there on the inside. Going to go to the bottom right here. Tyler Hamrick stuck up at the top. Can't do much. And we got our first caution. Going to try to take a look at just what might have happened there. And our cameras are going to give us some problems, it looks like. That's going to be the 24 ride, and we'll rewind that one more time, just get an idea of what happened there. Not going to let us. Our cameras are going to... Camera view is going to mess us up a little bit, but that's going to be the 24 ride turned around for us. And we look to get him lined back up. Tristan Dozier, leader. Tyler Hamrick in second place. Cole McKeon, Robbie Milburn, Jesse Newsom, Jackson Morris, Luke Rakowski in this one. Stephen Gaines, Steven Jensen, and Blake Johnson round out your top 10. As we see the 24 car there, just trying to get himself back in line somewhere. That's Brian O'Shell. As we jump back up here and take a nice little look at Tristan Dozier, your leader tonight. Tyler Hamrick up on the outside. Looks like they gave the second position to Cole McKeon this time. Tyler Hamrick probably not wanting to start up on the outside. Going to have a little bit of trouble getting that car worked back down to the bottom. So you're going to see Tristan take off here. You're going to see Cole McKeon right up his back bumper. And you're going to see Tyler Hamrick trying to find a spot to get back down to the bottom to where that line is fastest. Going to be very anxious to see if Tyler Hamrick's going to be sleeping on this start, if he's going to be door-to-door with Tristan when the light goes green. Tristan Dozier pretty quick off the line every time. As you see, Tristan hits the gas right there in that clean spot. Leaves Tyler right out there in the loose stuff to hit the gas. Probably going to spin the tires a little bit on those starts, starting there on the outside. Tristan definitely taking advantage of that hot spot there in the track. Oh, and a little bit of action going on back here with Tyler Hamrick. Gonna jump back here and take a look at this race for second position as we see Cole McKeon gonna slide out in the second, getting a little bit tight there, and we have another caution. The cameras are not gonna let us do what we want to do here. Probably not going to have very good replays this time around. Not sure what's going on, but the cameras like, anytime there's a caution, the cameras like to jump to a fixed position. So we're going to struggle to get any replays, it looks like, as we see somebody crashing into the pace truck there in the infield. And we're going to get back up here to our leader, Tristan Dozier. Man, Tristan just putting on a heck of a show tonight. Great qualifying times for Tristan, and then finds himself in the pole position with Tyler Hamrick and Cole McKeon beating on his back door. Get a little view from Tristan's perspective here. And jump back here to Tyler Hamrick. Take a look at what he's seeing. Four laps down out of 50. Man, I'll tell you what, I got excited about that last race, and I'm pretty stoked about the ending of this one. Going to be the same thing. You see these guys running up here in the front. You see these guys kind of dominate the first half of the race. And as this race progresses and this track progresses, you're going to see guys get up here in the top 5 that weren't here at the beginning of the race. You're going to see some guys get on the podium that might not have even been in the top 10 throughout the entirety of this race. So a lot of changes going to happen as this track changes, and you're going to figure out who can race on these slick tracks, who likes that tacky track a little bit more. But tonight, we got a dry, slick track here at I-55, and we're in for a show, boys. as we run them down the backstretch one time. And once again, hey, if you're watching at home, let us know in the comments who your driver is. If you've got your eye on a driver, let us know who it is. We'll do our best to give them a little bit of coverage, get a couple of cockpit views, and make sure that if you're here watching, we try to show you who you're watching as much as possible, so long as they're in the action. If they're not in the action, we'll show them under pace laps a little bit. And we're going green. Oh, Tristan Dozier with a big start. Maybe a bad break for Cole McKeon, but looks like he got the big run there off the top, and we go to caution again. Not sure if there was a caution. Or if maybe, just maybe, the race director did not like that start. And we see the 33 just trying to get himself into the pits there. That's going to be, I believe, Aaron Rakowski. Trying to limp a broken car down to the pits, and looks like he's struggling just to get to a spot there. And we jump back up here to our leader, Tristan Dozier, leading the super late models around I-55 tonight. You're watching iRacing on WFR Sim Racing. Want to thank you guys for tuning in. Really awesome having you there. We got 10 viewers right now. Do me a favor, reach down there and click the like button, click the heart button, click, 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 click as fast as you can. Let me know you're watching. Let me know you appreciate what we're doing here. And, man, I just enjoy doing this with these guys. I enjoy working with the Weekend Challenger Racing Series. And, man, these guys have just been a blast to work with, a blast to talk to in the Discord. And, man, just thank you guys. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for following, keeping up with WFR Sim Racing. This has become my hobby in iRacing. I don't race much. I get in on the series races every once in a while, but the official races, when I got time. But when I learned about broadcasting, I knew this was the seat I wanted to be in, and I'm having a blast doing it. I'm having a blast chatting with you guys. Looks like you guys are a little dead in the chat room tonight. Ask some questions, say something, talk to me a little bit, say hi, reach out and touch somebody. And we look to go green. The pace truck is off. Tristan Dozier gonna lead him off. Tristan with a big run on that green flag. And we see Tyler Hamrick up there around the outside, the 2-car of Jackson Morris. Back up here in the top 3 now. Tyler Hamrick up around the top trying to make it work. Just not getting a lot of speed through the turns, but getting the big run off the top. Tristan Dozier there working that inside line, and I think we're going to see Jackson Morris slide in past Tyler Hamrick here any second. Just waiting on Tyler to make a little bit of a mistake there. And Jackson Morris going to get the nose on Tyler. Tyler going to get the big run off the top. Oh, Jackson slides up, and we've got a crash. Yellow flag. And I'm afraid that just maybe Tristan Dozier got in that wreck after the fact. Gonna go take a look at Tristan's car here. Looks like he might be safe, but he definitely got into somebody there after they all spun out around the top. Tristan Dozier, still your leader. Tyler Hamrick in second position. Jackson Morris raced really hard in that we're in Texas, I say factory stocks. Raced really hard in that dirt street stock. Got up there in the Justin Drawhorn. Bad luck for Justin Drawhorn, who was your leader in the dirt street stocks tonight. Led it all the way up to 3 laps to go. Jackson Morris got a little bit antsy got him turned around there, and now we find these guys back up here at the front. Going to be battling it out again. Justin Drawhorn now in the 10th position. And if you listen to me every week, you know I like to say, I can't wait to see these two guys right here get together. Tyler Hamrick, Tristan Dozier, you get those two boys door to door for 50 laps, and I'm telling you, man, you are going to have a show. I'm anxious to see what Jackson Morris is going to do here. Jesse Newsom, no slouch at all in the super late models. Jesse Newsom, I believe, got the win last week, if I recall. We also see Stephen Gaines, Luke Rakowski, Steven Jensen, Roddy Wells, Mason Dozier up here in the top 10, and Justin Drawhorn. Got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, if I have to guess. Going to be seeing Justin work his way back up here through the crowd. Hopefully find his way back up here to the front and put on a show for us. Tristan Dozier and Tyler Hamrick going to be your front runners. You guys are really quiet in the chat tonight. Really quiet. Usually old Larry's usually got a lot to say, but I think he got his heart broke there watching that street stock race, seeing Drawhorn get taken out there with just a couple laps to the victory, man. And bad luck. But hadn't heard a whole lot out of old Larry tonight. Larry not saying much. And we'll get him lined back up. We're 10 laps down out of 50. We're 1/5 of the way there. We're going to get this pace truck to pull off. And Tristan Dozier going to send it one more time. And we're going green. Tristan Dozier right through the pace truck, not wasting any time. Tyler Hamrick right there. We're trying to run that middle line. As we see, going to be Jackson Morris there on the inside, still trying to work that bottom line and get around Tyler Hamrick. Tyler got the big run on the top, and we go to caution one more time. Not sure who the caution. Oh, and there you go. Looks like it's going to be the 75 car of Trevor Bone. And once again, man, Tyson Banks, just terrible luck tonight at I-55 in both classes. As we see Tyson Banks and the 75 car get together there. And just bad luck for both those guys all night long. I believe in the street stock race, those two may have gotten together a couple of times. But now we see the 75 car going to roll to the pits, gets the quick fix, going to pull it back out on the track, get back in line, find his way to the back of the line. And there he is, your leader, Tristan Dozier. Right behind him, Tyler Hamrick. Tyler trying to make that top line work. I don't know if he's hoping to get it to come in a little bit better by the end of the race. He's trying to preserve some tires by not hugging the bottom. Not sure what the motive is here, but so far it's working. But I can tell you, Jackson Morris sees that opening on the inside, and I believe he's going to try to take it first chance he gets. As we try to get him lined back up. And one more lap to green. We're going to bring him down the back stretch. Hopefully the pace truck's going to pull off. We're going to go single file. Tristan Dozier going to lead him off. Tyler Hamrick on his back bumper. And Jackson Morris, Jesse Newsom creeping in there. Going to see a little bit of a show from Jesse Newsom if I got anything to say about it. I think Jesse right there in that green and black 8 car is going to nose his way on up there into the top 3 here pretty quick. And now we see Tyler Hamrick work his way back down to the middle bottom line. Right here, going to get it down to the bottom. I think he sees that Jackson Morris has him figured out. While he's working that high line, Jackson's peeking around the inside. Now we see Tyler back down to the bottom. Good race going on up here in the front. We're going to go to the chopper view. Well, maybe not. As we see Tyler Hammer going to get up around the outside, try to get a big run. Get around the outside of Tristan, but not enough sauce on the taco. Tyler Hammer going to fall back in line. Tyler throwing everything he's got at it with 16 laps in. Still got 34 laps to go. And as we see now, Jackson Morris going to get tucked down on the inside there of Tyler Hamrick. Last time we saw Jackson Morris in this position, fighting for the position, man, got up into the leader, which was Justin Drawhorn in the street stocks. Got Justin turned around leading the race. So hopefully we don't see a repeat here from Jackson Morris racing side by side with Tyler Hamrick for second place. Tyler going to slide up the track, still getting that speed off the top of the track. And we see Jackson Morris trying to roll it off the bottom, but just not enough momentum coming off that bottom line. And a little bit of a lap car situation here. The 45 car of Blake Johnson finds his way up here with the leaders, and they got to navigate around them. And Jesse Newsom now navigating around a little bit of lap traffic as we go to one more caution. Alrighty, we'll get them lined back up again. Got a lot of cars in the pits here. And as you see right there, if you'll watch the middle of your screen, this glitch with iRacing currently makes pitting very difficult. He's being towed in, but you see as his car spins around there, and it makes it a real booger to get your car fixed properly and get back on the track. So now you'll see he's got to click, get back into the pit stall, and start over again. And we'll get back to a good camera view here in just a second. But we are at the mercy of the track while we are under caution. And there's your leader right there, Tristan Dozier. Tyler Hamrick still right behind him. Jackson Morris, Jesse Newsom, Stephen Gaines, Luke Rakowski, Mason Dozier, Steven Jensen, Ronnie Wells in the top 10, and Justin Drawhorn. Phillip Bryan out of this race. Tyson Banks out of this race. Timothy Jensen out of this race. O'Shell appears to be out of this race. They're dropping like flies. As we get a little closer to halfway, we see Tristan Dozier still your leader. Tyler Hamrick right there behind him, trying to get that bumper up to him, but just can't quite get there. A lot more momentum off the top for Tyler Hamrick than off the bottom, but also having to protect that bottom from Jackson Morris getting that nose in. As we see Tyler Hamrick going to slide up just a little bit more, hoping maybe he can get some momentum. Going to drop it down, stick that nose under Tristan Dozier. Not quite enough, fall back in line. And he's going to throw the slider. No! Oh, going to keep it under control around the bottom. Got Jackson Morris right behind him. Tyler Hamrick a little early right now with the halfway mark just passing us. And, oh, we're going to see a little bit of a wreck there, and that's going to be a lap car up into the wall. We're not going to go back and replay that. We saw it. Tyler Hamrick got his hands full right there behind Tristan Dozier. I would say Tristan's got his hands full, but it looks like he's pretty well settled in and running the line he likes. Telling Tyler Hamrick, man, you're going to have to pick a line to beat me, but I'm not going to give it away. And we look to go green one more time. Tristan Dozier going to lead him off. Tyler Hamrick looking for a new starting line right there. Try to get that nose down just a little bit. See if he can roll it off the bottom. Jesse Newsom back there in the 4th position. Still tracking him down. So we see Tristan Dozier go high this time. Tristan back down to the middle line. Not quite working the bottom like he was. Changed that line up a little bit. We got a lap car right off the bat. And we go to caution one more time. A lot of trouble with the 75 ride tonight. Oh, and it looks like the 51 may have glitched out there. Let's go back and watch that and see if that was a connection issue. I believe we had a bit of a connection issue. If you watch right here, you'll see the 51 car appear, disappear. There he is. He disappears. He's gone. That's going to be a little bit of a connection issue for Jacob Diaz. As we get back up here and take a look at our leaders, Tristan Dozier, still your leader. Tyler Hamrick right behind him. Jackson Morris, Jesse Newsom, Stephen Gaines, Luke Rakowski, Mason Dozier, brother of Tristan Dozier, Steven Jensen, Robbie Milburn, and Ronnie Wills round out your top 10. Justin Drawhorn just outside of the top 10, trying to work his way in. And we go green right off the bat. No waiting around here. Tristan Dozier going to lead him off. Tyler Hamrick going way up to the top. Going to try to grab some speed as Tyler Hamrick brings it right back down to the middle. Tristan Dozier now going high. Trying a new line. Not sure why Tristan's going to change it up, but definitely changed up that line. Goes up around the top. I'd hate to see that be a bad decision. But so far, it looks like he's got the momentum coming off the top. As we see Jesse Newsom there stepping into that bottom line, trying to get underneath Jackson Morris. Jackson a little bit tight there around that top line. Jesse Newsom going to go up high, grab a little bit of that loose stuff, bite down on it, get the big run. Is he going to try to throw it low? Not enough momentum. Not enough sauce on the taco, but speaking of sauce on the taco, we see Tyler Hamrick here trying to work his way back up there to Tristan Dozier. I don't think it was a good decision for Dozier to go to the top now as we see Tyler Hamrick going to throw the slider. Tristan going to return the slider. Tristan Dozier back across the nose. Tyler Hamrick going to do the crossover. He's the meat in the sandwich. Tyler Hamrick on the inside. Throws another slider. Keeps it under control. Turns it down. Tristan Dozier going to get the run off the top. Big racing here for the top 4. Tristan Dozier, Tyler Hamrick, Jackson Morris, and Jesse Newsom. Tristan Dozier just playing with fire up there around the top. He had a really good run around the bottom, as now we see Jackson Morris showing that that bottom line still works. This is one heck of a race up front, as we see Newsom getting right up to the back bumper of the second place car, Tyler Hamrick. But now Jackson Morris still fighting on the bottom. Man, I am losing my voice tonight watching these guys. 4 cars battling for the second and first position. This is not a battle for third or fourth. This is a battle for the lead. And now we see Tristan Dozier gets a little smarter, slides back down to the bottom, says, I think I'm done playing around up top. And we're going to see a little bit of lap traffic play in here. This is a battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. We see 4 cars, but this is not a battle for third or fourth position. This is Tristan Dozier running like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. It won't be long now. "11 laps to go as we see Tyler Hamrick up around the outside, going to grab some speed off the top. Tristan Dozier got a lap car in front of him, not looking good there, but Tristan still holding it on. Another lap car coming up as we see Tyler Hamrick takes the lead around the outside. Tristan Dozier on the inside. Lap cars are going to play into this one. 9 laps to go. Tyler Hamrick around the top. The 45 car, lap car in the way. Slow car in the fast lane. Tristan Dozier down around the bottom, trying to hold everything he can. Maybe going to use that 45 as a pick. Oh, and Tyler Hamrick going to have to race the lap car. Lap car gets into Tyler. My jaw hurts, my throat hurts, my nose hurts, my arms hurt from standing up and swinging them around. Tyler Hamrick around the outside, gonna be your new leader at the line. Tyler Hamrick, now your leader. Tristan Dozier falls back to the second position. Tyler gonna send it up around the top. Big time Tyler Hamrick right here at I-55 as we go to caution. Oh, and once again, Jackson Morris. Man, what a raw deal there for Jesse Newsom. As we see once again, Jackson Morris getting a little antsy with that racing. Ooh, and hard to say what happened there. Let's go to the cockpit view with Jackson Morris, and we'll go back here and take a look at what happened. Oh, gonna be a tough call there. Newsom around the outside turned it right down across Jackson, but I'm not gonna call that one. I am not gonna call that one, but tough break for Jesse Newsom, man. Just a bad deal for him there. Had a good car, had a good run, and just some bad luck. It looked like Jesse squeezed it up there full throttle between Jackson and the wall. And something's got to give. The wall's not going to give, and I can assure you the guy on the inside's not going to give. As we take a look there at Jackson Morris in the 2 car. Tristan Dozier still in second position, and we're going to get him rolling. Tyler Hamrick going to roll him off. There's your leader. Tyler Hamrick going to take it big time around the outside. Tristan Dozier still trying to work that inside line. A lot of room here in these turns, and we got one more caution. I believe that's going to be the 75 car again. No, it was not. Not real sure what happened there, but we've got 4 laps to go at I-55, and I'm telling you, stick around after this race. There's going to be interviews. We're going to be talking with Justin Drawhorn about that street stock race. We're going to be talking with Tyler Hamrick, Tristan Dozier. We're going to talk with Jackson Morris a little bit. Robbie Milburn is in this one. He's back up to the 4th position, and Mason Dozier now climbing into the top 5. But stick around after this race for the interviews. It's going to be a good one. I'm sure somebody's going to have a lot to say about these 2 races tonight. And the pace truck's off as we see Tyler Hamrick going to get on the hammer, bring it on down the front stretch. Tristan Dozier right there behind him, going to chase him up to the top. Tristan going to see if he can get that same big run off the top that Tyler Hamrick's getting. Tyler Hamrick started working on that top line real early in the race. Now finds himself with 2 laps to go with Tristan Dozier at his back door. Not sure Tristan's going to get the opportunity to set Tyler up for a slider. But he's going to have to do something. With 1 lap to go, Tyler Hamrick up around the outside. Tristan Dozier on the inside. They bring it through 3 and 4. Tyler Hamrick around the outside. Tristan Dozier got nothing for him. Tyler Hamrick is your winner tonight in the super late models. Tristan Dozier and Jackson Morris round out your podium finish. And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Hamrick. And we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right over into the Discord. We're going to talk to Jackson Morris first. And let's see if I can slide Jackson Morris down here into the interview channel. Jackson Morris, talk to me, buddy.
What's up, man?
How's it going, buddy?
Good.
Well,
How about you?
you found yourself up there in the top 3 again tonight. I know you had some bad luck there in the street stocks, man. It was just kind of a bad break for both of y'all, you and Justin Drawhorn. And then right there at the end there, I saw you had old Newsom coming around the outside of you. It looked like he showed up out of nowhere between you and the wall. And the wall don't give, the inside guy don't give. Tell me what you were thinking there.
I kind of got scared when I saw a car go over my nose. You know?
Well, I went back and I watched the replay, the live replay from inside of your cockpit. And, man, I tell you what, it looked like Newsom just came out of nowhere. I don't think you had a chance to react.
Oh, no, I didn't have any time.
But Newsom, man, if you go back and watch my replay, you'll see an in-car replay after that. And you'll see Newsom, man, he flew in there. I think he thought he had it cleared, but he had to turn just a little bit left when he got to you. And just bad luck for Newsom there. But, man, you got the podium finish tonight in the Supers. How you feel about that?
Pretty good. I'm running a pro. I actually ran a pro this time. The pros keep up with them supers pretty good.
Is it a little bit easier to handle?
Yeah. You can kind of see on the straightaways. Supers will get you, but
Yeah.
it's a lot easier in the slick.
Well, cool, man. Well, good running tonight, buddy, and awesome watching you all night long. And I know you had some bad luck in the street stocks, but we'll look for you next week, and hopefully you have a little bit better night in those street stocks too.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you, man.
All right, buddy. You have a good night.
You too.
Madman Tristan Dozier, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Phil? How you doing?
I have a feeling that your racing nickname is not Madman. Do you have a nickname?
I do not. Not yet, anyway.
We got to come up with one, man. Well, hey, bud, you had it rolling, and, man, back there behind you, Tyler was trying the top. Tyler tried the bottom. He tried the middle. It looked like you finally decided, I'm going to move up to the top because it looks like it's working a little better, and maybe too little too late by the time you got there, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I tried to pull it off with the little motor tonight and fell just one place short, but moving up to the top was definitely not the move for me. I should have kept it in the middle, and I think I would have been able to hold them off. But
were you running the pro or the super tonight?
Yeah, I'm running the pro tonight.
Nice, man. Well, good run. And like I say, Tyler was back there. It looked like he was throwing everything he had at you, and saw that great big slider he threw across your nose, and you returned the favor once, and then he crossed you up. And I think that was about it and all she wrote.
Oh, yeah, that was about all I had for him. I think he had a little more tire than I did, but overall, good race between me and him. I enjoyed it. Just happy that I was able to stick it up front with the pro still. Well,
hey, bud, good-looking car tonight. I saw that new logo you got across the hood. Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a couple guys that wanted on their car as well, so I'm sure you'll be seeing a couple more of them. Just had to outdo the other guy. You know?
Well, you do that every week, man. Well, hey, bud, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys having me. I love watching you guys race. And thank you for putting us on the hood of the car tonight. And congratulations on getting into the podium finish.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, man.
Let's go look for my boy, Tyler Hamrick. Well, here we go. I guess we're going to listen to Tyler talk about how he took that one from start to finish. And go ahead and tell me about it, Tyler. That was a hell of a race you ran there, buddy.
Man, my buddy, Tristan Dozier. If I had $1 for every time that me and Tristan went 1 and 2, I'd probably have enough to buy my lunch money for the week.
Well, hey, when you go back and watch my replay, turn your speakers down a little bit because I was screaming and yelling there for about the last 10 laps. And I'll tell you what, man, I was standing up here in my little camping chair. I thought it was going to give out on me. But, man, awesome job tonight. And Tristan, he was fast, but it looked like you got up around that top side. You tried the bottom there for a little while. You tried the top early, and I thought, man, Tyler going to work this top line, and he knows what he's doing. He's trying to save some tires. And maybe that's what worked for you, is working that top line for a little while.
Man, it got to be about lap 40, and I knew if I just kept following Tristan, that I wasn't going to be able to get around him. So I put the right rear up there, get some concrete. Excuse my language, but as we say in the Discord, I took my nuts and threw them over my shoulder. I didn't know if it was going to grab or not, but that right rear caught that cushion, and it just gave me a run, and I was able to clear Tristan without touching him. And I love racing Tristan because he's so clean.
When you threw that big slider across there, man, I knew from the get-go you had him cleared, and then I knew he was going to try to return it. But it looked like in that pro, it looked like he just didn't have enough sauce on the taco to throw it back at you the way you wanted to. And once you got it there on that top line, buddy, it looked like you got it worked out pretty good. And you had Tristan back there guessing. He was doing all the guesswork, trying to work the bottom, tried to work the middle, tried all the way up the top, but he just didn't have enough for you.
It makes you smile when you're battling for the front with one of your best buddies. I put it that way. Tristan and Mason, they both some of my best friends I've made in racing. Wouldn't trade them for the world.
Well, man, awesome job tonight. Anybody you want to thank tonight before we get out of here?
I'd like to thank you, Phil. You don't have to do this broadcasting for us, but you choose to, and I can't thank you enough. My phone is over here right now. I got people sending me messages talking about congrats on that good run, man. Thank you, Phil. And thanks to all my guys that run the league. Everybody that helps me run the league. Thanks to Brett. Brett's our new race control. He made good calls all night. He's trying his best. Can't thank him enough also.
Well, I know Justin Drawhorn's in the review room right now. I'm going to try to drag him over here and have a little bit of a talk with him. He had some bad luck tonight in those street stocks. Man, he led that sucker all the way around there, and it looked like Jackson got a little bit antsy, and they both found themselves back at the back of that street stock race. But I'll tell you what, dude, I've had a blast working with you guys. I got up early this morning. I started working on my broadcast. I started working on trying to get some new graphics up for you guys, and I'm having fun with this, dude. And I'll tell you what, Tyler, thank you for having me. Congratulations on your win tonight. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting 2024 going with y'all.
Awesome, Phil. We'll be hollering at you, buddy.
All right, buddy. Hey, will you take care? Good having you here, man. Thank you for having me, and congratulations on your win tonight in the Super Late Models.
We'll see you, Phil.
All right, buddy. Justin, can I interrupt you for a minute, Justin?
What the fuck? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Phil.
You're good, man. You're good. I saw you there. You're allowed to say fuck on my channel. I don't mind one bit. Man,
I was looking for my name.
I bet you said that a couple of times tonight, huh? Because I know that street stock race did not go your way.
Yeah. Man, it's tough luck. You know, I absolutely hate it. I felt good. Felt like we had, you know, I had the car to beat, but you know, I was just reviewing it with race control and all that, and it was a tough call.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, it was hard to tell. If you go back and look at mine, I went back and looked at the cockpit view from both of y'all, and really hard to tell, man. And I don't want to make the call, not my call to make, but I tell you what, man, great job tonight. My book, you had that race won, and just come down to 3 laps to go, and it looked like Jackson got a little bit antsy there. And I called it 2 laps before that. I said Jackson's going to get that front bumper under the back of him, and on this slick track, it ain't going to take a whole lot.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I kept telling myself, you know, just nice and slow. You got this. And while we were reviewing it, it actually looked more. After we took a closer look at the review, it was more netcode than anything. Me and Jackson's already kind of talked it out.
I saw a lot of that tonight, and I saw a lot of replays that didn't really look like there was a whole lot of contact. Now I will say, you know, dry slick track, it don't take a whole lot to shake these cars up. But I did see a lot of what I would say looked to be some netcode tonight. And but man, I don't know about that one. Again, not my place to call. I just wanted to get you in here. I know your dad's been watching. He's been really cool. He's one of our top contributors now on our page. And so, man, thank you for getting your dad watching. And I'm going to let you get back over to the review. I'm sure y'all got a lot to talk about. But I didn't want to get out of here tonight without talking to you, buddy.
Oh, you're good, man.
Buddy.
We greatly appreciate what you do, you know, and appreciate Tyler for bringing me on such short notice. Man, I've only been on here like 3 months, and I can't thank Tyler, Tristan, Mason, Brian, you know, all these guys that work week in and week out helping me get better, teaching me some things just to get faster and run up there with them.
Well, man, you're doing a great job for being a rookie, man. I'll tell you what, a lot of guys are bragging on you. I've heard Tyler bragging on you, and a lot of people watching you and keeping up with you in the chat room too. So, Hey, bud, I'm going to let you get back up there. I appreciate you. Wanted to chat with you before I got out of here this week. And now I'm going to go figure out how to bleep the F word out of my broadcast. And we'll see you next week, man.
All right, brother. I appreciate you.
Hey, buddy. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been iRacing on WFR Sim Racing. We were live tonight at I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway, and I got to tell you, man, there were a lot of cautions, a lot of beating and banging, but this is a dry, slick track. And, man, just to have these guys out here turning these laps and doing the best they could was awesome. Tyler Hamrick, give it up to him. Number 1, for hosting this lead. Number 2, for picking the coolest guy around to broadcast it. And number 3, man, I guess he beat Tristan Dozier tonight. I'll give him that one. Hey, congratulations to all of our podium finishers. Thank you to all of our racers, and thank you to all of you for watching us tonight. And just one more time, go over and check out W Energy. W Energy, click on their website. Use my promo code WFR for 10% off your order. I appreciate all you guys watching. I've had a blast. I'm out of here. This is Phil, WFR Sim Racing. We out.
Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix.